All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here, coming in after a cough. All right, so we're gonna come up with a new list build today that's focusing mostly on the keyword Nimble for rebels, and trying to get a really great list with them. Also, kind of being able to split the army up at the same time. I'm still kind of on that kick at the moment, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But so here we go. So for rebels, we're going to try to get 800-point list, and Nimble, like I said, is our main keyword that I'm trying to stick with. So Leia, take cover. She's giving out dodges. She's got Nimble, so I feel like she's going to be absolutely perfect for this. And definitely vigilance is we're going to go ahead and put that on there. Maybe commanding presence would be great, and I'll explain why. But also just because I know what's about to happen, obviously, because we're going to try to go ahead with another rebel officer who can also take vigilance as well, since we can only have it on one person at a time. Okay. We need to have core. The rebel troopers are the only ones that have nimble, so we're going to go ahead and go with just 3 of those. Let's go with them naked at the moment. Conserve points, see how many activations we can get in. Okay. Operatives that have nimble, not Chewbacca, not Luke, not R2, only Sabine. So we're gonna go with Sabine, and then obviously all of the Mandos and Clan Ren have nimble, so we're gonna go with them. And where'd they go? Right there. Perfect. Okay, so we have 8 activations. That all have nimble. These are all the activations that already have it, give or take, the rebel officer. Only because we really want to have another vigilance and someone else handing out dodges like crazy. Okay, we want dodges to be handed out like no other. So honestly, if you wanted to, you could probably give portable scanner to the rebel officer and Leia, but we'll get there. I'm going to kind of explore as many possible options as much as we can, and focusing on different aspects. Okay, so we have kind of what we want base wise minimum. I'm definitely going to give out the dark saber to Sabine. There's a few ways that you can play her. Tenacity would be great because of the dark saber, and because I have the dark saber on there, I plan on getting her in as close as possible. So tenacity would be awesome. But also, you never really know how close you can get with Sabine. You're going to be trying to throw her bomb as best you can, and then kind of getting away. So in my opinion, with the fact that she also has nimble, I think situational awareness will keep her alive longer to be able to get in, if it can't go according to plan right away. She's definitely going to have a combat shield, and if she can get in as close as possible, I think the electro grappling line would be amazing for her. I always wanted, what was it? No, that was something else. Okay, so yeah, I mean, environmental gear would also be good after jump, but yeah, electric grappling hooks I think is probably the best. Or sorry, yeah, electric grappling hook line. Sorry, I think is the best thing for her. So she's decked out. She's gonna be really one of the only ones fully decked out. And so with Clan Ren, we kind of have to have Ursa and Tristan. Now with retinue, they're going to be getting an aim or a dodge. So depending on how you want to use them, if you're going to be aggressive with them, go with offensive push, giving them another aim. So that way, Ursa can use her long gun, or long shot. So you can spend the aim to increase the maximum range by 1, giving her range 1 to 3, keeping up with the rest of them. Keeping up with Tristan. So you're being able to shoot 2 weapons at range 3. So that would be good. Overwatch could be great because then you can use a standby to get, all of their weapons at range 3 in a way. If you can keep that aim on there. But for me, I'm going to go with situational awareness because I'm always going to give them dodge because I like to try to keep my people alive as long as possible and maneuver them as much as we can. And that's up to you. So you can give them, the jetpack rockets if you wanted to. I don't think that there's any kind of gear that I would give them. They've already got the training slot. So yeah. So with the Mandalorian resistance. So we only have one. We're gonna have to increase that by 2. You're welcome to probably put, like I said, an offensive push to make them a little bit more offensive. At the moment, we're gonna deck out with 2 Mandalorian resistance and 1 Clan Ren, giving us our full 3 special ops. And you're getting at least, impact 4 2 times. And if you go with Leia, I don't know if that command card is impact. Nope. You have impact. You could give it to Clan Ren. You could also give the jetpack rockets, but it's kind of up to you. So we have 9 activations. We still have about 65 points left to kind of do what we want with. So there's a few different options we can do. There's one with R2D2 and leaving him naked. So get that secret mission, trying to help Sabine and Leia win, basically kind of like in a thematic, Clone Wars almost style, with Lord Leia being really, really young if it was Clone Wars. But you have, Leia being able to go with Sabine, Clan Ren, and the Mando resistance, and then having your rebel officer try to go with the rebel troopers and R2. R2 kind of splitting off at some point while the rebel troopers and the generic rebel officer kind of go in, one side, maybe even trying to go for the objectives, while you have, Leia, Sabine, and the Mandos trying to go after armor and all of your, harder stuff, since they're really going to be good in melee. I mean, not the best, but pretty good. I mean, you're getting 2 dice. And if you did, if you wanted to, on instead of situational awareness, maybe give Clan Ren and Sabine tenacity. I mean, that's even better. But at the moment, we still have 10 more points to do with. So with Leia, in case you need to put Leia with the troopers, or maybe she can't quite get as close and keep up with Clan Ren or the Mandos, you could give her the commanding presence so that she has range 1 to 4 instead of 1 to 3. So that way, if Clan Ren or the Mandos or Sabine get too far out, then you can give them commands, but you don't really need it, because with Sabine's cards mostly going to be giving out orders to Clan Ren and a Mandalorian resistance, or just her, Sabine. But I think Leia would be good, because maybe even with her 2 pip of No Time for Sorrows, when you can perform a free speed 1 move when you're issued an order, say you gave that to both Mandalorian resistance, they can move up a speed 1, getting a tiny bit closer to the enemy since they don't have charge, and then eventually, hopefully, making that move and attacking. It's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. You still have vigilance, so that way, when all of these nimble characters use a dodge, they keep it, and are still trying to cancel crits as much as possible. Let's see. Now, you don't have to have situational awareness. It's just kind of like up to you. So say that, okay, so that's R2D2. We had a few more points. Maybe we can give both of our Mandos offensive push, and that would bring us up to 798. You could theoretically get rid of R2, maybe get rid of those offensive pushes. Like I said, you have 65 points left, so you can give yourself some armor yourself, and anti-armor weapon, or I think an anti-armor weapon, I think it's the cheapest. So you could do that, giving you 10 activations and armor, nimble, all that good stuff. This is a huge anti-armor list because you have jetpack rockets, pretty much on everyone. So maybe say you took off, you have, these right here. You don't really have the jetpack rockets on there, but for the most part, it is going to be anti armor, because I think this is impact 1 as well. Yeah, Pierce 1 with Dauntless, which is also good for her if you know how to use it or you use it properly. If you wanted to include a medic, you could, but you'd really have to take away some points and or like how you're doing an activation. You'd probably have to take away the situational awarenesses on here, and Sabine pretty much giving you 70 more points, 69 basically. And you could definitely fill in, rebel troopers with, heavy weapons and maybe a medic. So maybe you put a medic. Let's try it. Put a medic on that one. And then for them, you could probably do the Z6. I also like the range 1 to 4 DLT. So 20 more points, basically, boom, you have a Z6. So yeah, I think that would be great. Or you can leave one trooper completely naked, and then maybe with the Z6, you can run in with the medical droid. There you go. But that gives you only 9 activations instead of 10. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. I would go with the 10 and either use R2 or the ATRT. I'd go with coordinated bombardment, definitely, and explosions, definitely. No questions asked. No time for sorrows can really, really be good. It's 2 troopers, just like push, except you're getting an extra thing to do. I want probably Symbol of the Rebellion, even though she would recover mostly for her personal combat shield and for suppression, because I feel like she's always suppressed. So instead of situational awareness, if you needed to put endurance on her, that would also be really good. But at the same time, if she's going to get a recover, then you don't need it. But if you do think that, you know, she's going to die soon and or Leia will die soon, you could go with push. It's a really hard choice. I'm going to go with Symbol of the Rebellion for now. Legacy of Mandalore. This would be great for her, Clan Ren, and another Mando unit, and or Sabine and both Mando units, and then go with the Clan Ren later. And if you really wanted more dodges, you could go with covering fire, since you have 3 rebel troopers, and then that would kind of allow you to know that you're only going to be getting either special forces commander or possibly Sabine at some point, but that's not really the greatest. Leia in 2 units. What I would do is probably give it to Leia and then Sabine, and then maybe your rebel officer and or Clan Ren. So that way, as soon as Leia goes, you can immediately go with Sabine or another Clan Ren. But yeah, that's kind of what I would do and how I would play it. Yeah, I'd get rid of, the Z6, the medical droid, the DLT, and then give yourself either the secret mission, like I said, and then kind of beef up a little bit more, or you instead of the 2, offensive pushes, to make this kind of a little bit more anti-armor without the ATRT, you could just give them the, jetpack rockets. That'd be good. But yeah, that is a Nimble rebel list with some good red defense dice saves, and tons of situational awareness, jump, and high mobility. So this should be a really, really good list to play. I feel like for rebels, making the most out of Sabine and the Mandos, being able to have red saves for the rebels is very, very important, especially when you're going to lose your rebel trooper core units probably in almost one shot. So you just got to be really, really careful with how you maneuver your troopers and how you can try to get in with the Mando resistance. It's this list. I wouldn't make it too attacky unless you have the ATRT trying to take out tanks or armor. You have the Mando resistance trying to take out armor, and the Clan Ren maybe trying to take out armor in the beginning, and then focusing solely on trying to get the Mandos in melee to kind of stop shooting so that your troopers can keep going and doing other stuff as much as possible. But yep, 10x. Try to always keep it 10x. And so let me know what you think. If you've got any other questions, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, definitely. And I will see you guys next time. Yeah. All right. Take it easy. Ooh, if I know how to do this.